So for the sleeve placket, what I've done is I've placed the placket piece onto the inside of the sleeve. So I've placed this, one of the times we actually placed the right side of the fabric onto the wrong side. And then I've stitched exactly on the blue line that is indicated on the pattern. And now we're going to cut it open. So cut down the middle and stop at about 1 centimeter. And then you're going to cut right into those corners as close as you possibly can. I know it's scary, but you can do it. Okay, and then essentially you're going to take the placket piece like this and you're going to fold it like that and then turn this whole piece over like this and then take it to the ironing board. So now we're at the ironing board. So one thing you need to remember is the two plackets are a mirror image. So I'm going to show you how to iron this one, but then the other one's going to be opposite to this one. So you just got to look at the pictures as well, that'll help you. So what we're going to do, we've taken this to this side, to the right hand side. So we're going to start with a small little piece and we're going to flip this way. And we're going to push the seam allowance towards the inside, so towards that way. And then you're going to iron that neatly. If you're getting funny pleats in this little corner here, then you're going to need to cut a little bit deeper. Okay. Now you're going to fold this little guy in half and then in half again, and this must line up with your stitching line underneath. You can overlap it a tiny bit but not too much, so we're going to line that up with that and also give it a good iron. Okay, now we're going to go to the other side, so we're going to flip this guy over like that, and then this is going to go back towards the inside again. So we're going to iron that. I took the steam off because it's making the camera go funny. Anyway, so we're going to iron that nicely. Then you're going to fold in 1 centimeter on this edge over here. You can measure it if you need to, and iron it over there like that. And then this one's going to go all the way over, so this one's wider than the underneath one. So that's creating your opening for your placket. Okay, so that must also touch the stitching line on this side. Iron that all the way up. Give it a nice good press. And then the last step is the top bit here. We're just going to fold over like that. So also about a 1 centimeter fold over. And then iron that down. Okay, and then do the same on the other one. And when you start sewing, we're going to start sewing on the small piece first. We're going to sew as close as we can to this edge. Yeah, we're going to stop over here, but let me do that in a different video. So for the stitching, the first thing we're going to stitch down is the small side. So we're going to start stitching from here and we're going to go all the way down to there as close as we can. We're not going to stitch all the way to the top, so where this piece goes apart, that's where we're going to stop stitching. And that's just because if that guy is sticking out later, then we can actually just push him into, hide him over there. But if we stitched him down, then it's a problem. So you're just going to start stitching from there and go all the way down to the bottom. So I've stitched this little edge down here, like that, nice and close. And now I need to do the second part. So for this, make sure that these are lying nicely on top of each other. And then I put a pin over here, so this is just to hold it in place. So where the red pin is not where you're going to sew, but it's just to hold that nicely in place, because when the cup is on, it's going to stay closed like that. So now what you're going to do is you're basically going to sew the shape of a Q on this one. So we're going to go across where that bar is over there. I'm just going to draw a line. I'm just drawing a rough line. So we're going to go across there, we're going to go up, we're going to go across, and then we're going to go back down all the way along here. So with this, if you see that these little corners here are sticking out and they're not looking great, just push them in. As you're sewing, you can also keep an eye on them, so you can put some pins in like that. And some pins down the side if you want to, just Make sure that nothing's moving while you're busy sewing. Keep that nice and neat. So it depends on where you have your guide on your machine. I think for this one I will start over here and I'll go across and I'll twist and turn and I'll go down and then I'll twist and turn until I come out the other side. The other one, remember, is a mirror image. So this one's going to look like that. So this one's basically making the shape of a P and this one's making the shape of a Q. So this one I might start over there and go up and down and across. You must just see which one is easiest for you, where your guide is, to make it nice and neat. Not too bad, nice and close. So this is the placket for your sleeve, for your cuff. So all we need to do is sew the sleeve together and then we can put the cuff on.